I'm gonna press record. Okay, here we go, guys. Welcome to Thursday night training. What I'm gonna have you guys do is, if everybody can mute, I'm gonna go over some stuff here real quick, and then we can get ready to rock and roll. Okay, Mark, I'm gonna mute you. There you go. Okay. That way, while I'm talking, guys, there's not a bunch of background noise. It's kind of hard to hear, right? So anyway, welcome to Thursday night training, everybody. We're kind of grouping together. My team with Rise team. I'm part of Rise too. I mean, we're all one big family, right? But everybody's having their leadership meeting up in Kelowna tonight. So a bunch of the leaders are gone. And they were kind of in a bind to what they were going to do for the Rise meeting tonight. So I stepped up and said, hey, I'm having a team meeting anyway. Let's just do it all together, one big family, right? Everybody cool with that? Awesome. Okay, so tonight, what I was going to go over with my team was ads, okay? And I know we've all been doing these 1-minute video ads. We've been doing our whys, which is pretty much why we started, right? And then everybody's doing the how videos, and this is going to be kind of a night on the what videos, okay? And the what is basically your conversion ad, whether you're running a conversion with a link, sending them to a webinar, or you're running a conversion ad to a conversion to messenger ad. There's many different ways to run your ads, right? So one of the most important things that we can do is focus on certain things. And I like to focus on a lot of things before I start my ad, because a lot of people, everybody can type in the chat, who would like to have a unicorn ad? Let's see in the chat. Okay. Pretty much everybody. I mean, if you don't want a unicorn ad, you got a problem, right? So, do unicorns do they fly out of the rainbow, out of the sky at you? No. They take some work, okay? Now, if you were just to slap an ad together and not put a whole lot of thought to it and slap some ad copy together, you would basically it'd be kind of like winning the lottery. Does that make sense, guys? If you expected, I'll send it to this place, I'll send it to this place, blah, 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 and we'll see what happens. That's kind of like trying to win the lottery. So I've had 3 unicorn ads, and every one of my unicorn ads I got by doing months of work prior and testing. You'll hear all the leaders in the group talk about testing, right? You got to test. You have to do your research, okay? So where I'm going to start is I'm going to start with some tricks of the trade that I've learned that I'm going to teach you guys, in stuff that I want to cover before I break out some ads and we critique them. And then we can kind of have, everybody's input. And then toward the end of this, I'd like to do a Q&A and answer anybody's questions that they have. Okay, does that sound good? Okay, so when I start thinking, okay, I'm gonna put my next ad together. Who's Carla's iPhone? Could you please mute? Let's see here. See if I can go to participants here. Okay. So what I'm going to start off with is where I start. Okay. That is, I start by saying, okay, I'm going to do an ad. And I'm going to talk about whatever it is. So I really find my target, and I think about my target, and I think about the audience, and I think about that all before I start my ad, before I do my ad copy or anything. Then what I do is I do a lot of research on my target audience and who I want to go after. And you got to spend time on this, guys. Can you mute, please? Okay. Then, so I spend time on my audience and my target. And what I mean by that is, picture it this way. Picture I'm going fishing, okay? And I'm gonna go try to catch some bass. And I'm gonna research the lake that has all the bass in it, that has the most bass fish in it. And then I'm going to research what bass fish eat, okay? I'm gonna research where they hang out in the lake. And I'm gonna research what time of the day, morning, afternoon, evening, when is the best times that they feed, right? And so I'm gonna do all this research. So when I show up at the lake, I'm gonna know that they hang out in the cattails. I'm gonna know the hook to use because they got a unique mouth. They got a really big mouth. I'm gonna know what their favorite food is, to where I can entice them, okay? And then I'm gonna know what their pain points are as far as their appetite is, and then I'm going to know how to reel them into the boat, because we've all been fishing before. Hopefully everybody has. And you can catch a lot of fish, but it's really how many you actually get in the boat at the end of the day, right? You know, and that's the key. So there's lots of keys to making a unicorn ad. So once I figure all this out, then I go to my ad copy. Then I integrate all the tools and all the pain points and all the things that I came up with, you know. So for your people, you're gonna want to go to Google, and you're gonna say, okay, use your avatar, okay, the avatar training that we have. So you're gonna know who you want. I take it as far as I go to Google and I find pictures of people and I say, okay, there's Mark. Okay, that's who I'm going after. And then I find a woman. Okay, that's Deborah. Boom. Okay, then I print out their picture and I put it up on my wall. Okay, and I actually give them names. Then I find out, okay, what do they do for a living? Where do they work? What do they do in their spare time? What are their hobbies? Where do they hang out on the weekends? Where do they like to vacation? What books do they read? Okay? You kind of get where I'm going? And more importantly, if I'm Mark and Deborah, where am I going to hang out online? Right? Because everything that you're thinking about can be equated to a target in Facebook targeting, right? So this is how we peel this down, and we peel it like an onion, okay? So now I've got my pain points, I've got my ad copy, and I write it down, and then I read it, and I read it, and I read it like I know it like the back of my hand. Then I'll grab my phone, okay? And I will go around my house, just in my house, videotaping this ad after I've already read it 20, 30 times in the mirror to myself. Then I start videotaping it, and I get better to where I can show my whole personality, right? So I'm not nervous, okay? So when I finally shoot a video in my house where I'm like, shit, man, I wish I could use that one. That was a good one. I got this, right? I'm not stammering my words. I'm not saying and am and blah, 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 right? So at that point, I'm going to reevaluate. One of the most important things you can do is setting intentions, okay? Set your intentions on who your target is. How many Brendas and Marks do I want to meet? Do I want this video to get in front of? Okay, so let's say it's 100,000 of them. Out of that, how many of these people do I want to be impacted by this ad in a positive way? Out of that, how many of these people do I want to be so impacted that they're in the right place at the right time, hearing exactly what they're ready to hear, and they're ready to take action to actually comment on my ad? And out of that, what percentage of them people do I want to use my expertise and communication skills to connect with? Do I actually want to invite to a 99 call, a webinar, a 99 Zoom call, right? And then out of that, how many people are actually going to purchase the 99 and take a deep, hard look with zero risk at what we have to offer? Out of that, how many people are going to move forward and purchase Enagic products and become a distributor and start building a business with me? Sounds like a lot of work, doesn't it? Nobody said this was going to be easy, guys. We told you it'd be worth it. And I remember back when I first started, and I used to hear this a lot. Well, you're not doing the work. Well, I used to get frustrated hearing that because nobody was really telling me exactly what work I was supposed to be doing. Right? This is why I'm going so in depth with you guys. If you want a unicorn ad, if you want your ads to produce, that's just the beginning. Okay? We haven't shot the ad yet. We haven't gone through what we're going to do to create the ad, right? So that's the beginning. Did anybody get value out of that? Type in the chat. Okay. All right. Okay, good. So we're on the right topic, right? And I know, I don't know about you guys, but mindset is a big part of this. It really is. But when I was new, I was like, I don't want to hear about the mindset. I want to hear about the ads, right? And I kind of dove into the ads real deep, real quick. And I found out later how important the mindset was, and I had to go back to that. So don't do that. Do both, okay? Having the right mindset is just as important as having the right strategies and doing the right ads, okay? So, but tonight's exciting because you guys get to hear about the ads. And I think everybody, I'm not sure, but everybody, even though you're really, really good people and you're awesome people, I think everybody wants to make some money, right? Call me crazy, but I think most of us are here to make a little bit of money, right? Okay, awesome. That's what I thought. Okay, so we're going to dive into, now that we've figured out how to go through our avatar, find our people, what are we going to use to impact these people and get them to get excited about what we're talking about, right? So now I'm going to go over some of the things that you need to do when you're creating your ads and the things you need to think about. I want to ask you guys a quick question, okay? And type it in the chat. What is the number one killer of an ad? What kills an ad more than anything? I'm excited to see what you guys think. Sounding desperate. Yeah, that's a good one. Negative feedback. Tone of voice. That's a good one. State of mind is definitely key. But you guys, nobody's got it yet. Come on, man. Lack of confidence. Yeah, all these things are not gonna help your ad. But they're not the number one killer. Dishonest. Well, yeah. I mean, if you're full of shit, yeah, you know, and people can smell that a mile away. Too salesy, that's a good one, but it's not it. Okay, guys, the suspense is over. I'm going to tell you what the number one killer of an ad is. Boring. If your ad is boring, you're done. Okay? Now, when you look at the insights on your video ads and you go 3 seconds and it's like everybody drops off that cliff, right? And depending on how your ad starts out is how many people dive off. And then if it starts coming back. So what you're going to want is you're going to want it to start out and you're going to want to keep it 3 to 5 seconds, and then you're going to get that lull, and then you're going to want it to curve out. So you're going to want it to go toward the end of the video, okay? Because not everybody's going to watch the whole part of your video. So you can't be boring, okay? We talked about dishonesty, all the things that you guys put in there, state of mind. Before I shoot a video, if I'm not in the right state of mind, I will not shoot the video. I will sit here and I will watch motivational videos. I'll listen to a podcast. I'll read something inspiring. I'll meditate. Whatever I have to do to change the state of mind that I'm in. And if I can't change that state, then I wait. I don't shoot my ad just because this is the only allotted time I have. And I know a lot of times when we're working full time, guys, we have these little pockets of windows of time with kids and everything else. And we step into our ads and we're all stressed out and we're not in the right state of mind, but we just need to get this knocked out so I can get it out there and start trying to make some money. Don't do that. Trust me, you're not going to like the result. So, number 1, don't be boring. Number 2, you want to use props, okay? I mean props. Like, I'm going to show you a couple ads that have props in them tonight that I have tucked away, okay? Dogs, kids, you know, if you're talking about making a decision and you got one of them supersized gavels that a judge uses to pound on the desk, like huge, some kind of prop. Funny sells, okay? Props catch people's attention. Walking outside, good scenery behind you, okay? I have yet to have a unicorn ad from me sitting in my house. Never, I don't think I'll ever get one. Have to be a really good one, right? So we talked about what you want to talk about. You want to document your journey throughout your videos, like your whys and your hows, and you want to document your journey. And you want to be honest about that, and you want to be vulnerable. You don't want to just talk about all the fluff, right? The unicorns and rainbows, and you have this awesome life when you don't, and you're really freaking stressed out, and you're trying to make this shit work, right? Be real. Meet people right where they're at, not where you are now if you've been doing this for a while, okay? Meet them right where they're at. They're going to relate to you a lot more. Does that make sense? You have to adapt your videos at a high level, okay? We're learning that with the video editing and how what to say, what not to say, with our positive and negative word charts that we can run our ads through, right? Now, what I want to talk to you guys about is video is everything, okay? story ads, some of them still work, guys. I know a few people that's had a lot of success with story ads, but it's like the diamond in the rough, okay? I know a lot of people that have killer video ads, right? I know very few, especially now that Facebook is basically, from what I see, is trying to compete more with YouTube. They're really leaning on video, guys. Okay? So video is king. You can see, you can put the most beautiful picture and you can put the picture post out there and all of a sudden it gets this much reach. You shoot a 1-minute video and all of a sudden it blows up, right? Because everybody noticed that. For the most part, right? Now, I'm going to give you guys the 3 E's. This would be a good time to write something down. And if anybody, you guys have a pen and paper, take notes, okay? I'm about ready to drop some really good value on you guys. The 3 E's when it comes to a video. Number 1, you want to entertain. People go to social media to be entertained. They don't go there to shop. You know, today when I jumped on Facebook, I didn't holler over at my son and say, hey, I'm getting on Facebook. You want me to buy you something? Right? I might have had that conversation if I was jumping on Amazon. Right? Because that's an actual site that you go to buy something. We tend to forget that, guys. Facebook's super, super powerful with 2 billion people, but you have to go at your sales process, not trying to sell anything. We get paid on the value that we bring to the market. Does that make sense? Okay, so if you want to get paid, start bringing some value. Entertain people. People love to be entertained. If I watch your video and it entertains me, the next time I see you in my newsfeed, I'm going to watch your next one. Am I not? Wouldn't you? If you watch my video and you were entertained and you loved it, the next time you see a video from me, you're going to watch it again, right? Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, you want to educate. Okay? You want to educate. You want to look like that authority figure, right? That knows what you're talking about. And what gives you confidence when you're speaking, even if you're the shyest person in the world? Let's say I'm the shyest person in the world, and I'm not, guys. You know, I'll tell you right now, I'm not very shy. I don't know if you can tell. But let's say I am. Okay. The only thing that would give me confidence to get in front of people and shoot a video and shoot it out to the world is if I knew what the hell I was talking about. So knowledge is king, right? Knowledge will give you the confidence to be able to shoot that video, educate these people. You know, you got to remember, 97% of people are stuck in that hamster wheel, right? Of life, of going to work, coming home, cleaning the house, feeding the kids, scrolling on Facebook, right? They're stuck in a hamster wheel. Educate them on what you're talking about, okay? Now, the biggest one in the 3 E's is execute. So entertain, educate, and execute. Give the value, give the information, and give a strong call to action. You have to give people direction. I can have the most kick-ass ad in the world, and if I don't tell them to comment below, if they got value out of it or send me a message, what are they going to do? I'm going to be one kick-ass video. God, that was a good video. I love that. I hope I get to see that guy again someday, right? Does that make sense, guys? Okay. We talked about meeting the customers right where they are, not where you're at or not where you are now. Meet them right where they're at. Okay. I was just checking the chat here real quick. If anybody needs something, then jump in, okay? Now, I talked about the props. Here, I'm going to talk about the keys to your video that's going to make it really, really powerful. Props is a good one. The right music, okay? If you can add a little bit of music, and you got to use royalty-free music. You can't just play, you know, a song off the radio. Facebook will shut you down. You don't have rights to that song, right? You can Google royalty-free music. Try Zendigs.com. Then what you want to do is you want to, where do I shoot my videos? So everybody here lives in a city, right? What I want you to, you don't, you live out in the boondocks? Okay. Then find the closest city to you or your surrounding area, and I want you to Google the top 10 places to visit. So if I was to come and check your city out, you would have a top 10 list of what I should go check out when I come visit you, right? So that gives you 10 places that would be good, and then you can even say that in the video. Hey, I'm down here in Victoria, Texas at the Victoria Zoo. Blah, 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 blah. One of the top 10 places in my city to visit. You know, you know, it gives you really, really good place to shoot your content, right? And anybody can do that. Heck, if you got to walk, take a bus, whatever, you know, drive your car. If you don't have a car, get a ride from a friend. Do something, but get out and get somewhere cool to shoot your videos, okay? The music, you can go to Audio Jungle and Artlist. Just make sure it's royalty free. Some of these you have to pay for, okay? But you can use the songs that you pay over and over and over again in different videos. You know, just remember, if you want a high intense, you know, if it's going to be a high intense, if it's going to be a mellow, you know, blah, 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 whatever. Just get a good mix of music. There's a lot of free ones online too, guys, okay? Make them laugh or smile. Let me ask you this. If I make you laugh or I make you smile, are you going to like me? I know people that make me laugh, I automatically like them, right? That's why we always like comedians that are really funny. So if your video makes me laugh or smile, you got a high percentage that I'm going to like it and maybe even comment on that video. Make sense? Okay. Now, you're going to want to break down the 4 walls. You want, a lot of times, it's not even a bad thing to tell them it's an ad, right? Some people shy away from that, and we want to pretend it's not an ad, but at the end of it, it's an ad. And I think that turns a lot of people off at the end of the video when they go, oh, that's a freaking ad, right? So, you know, when we talk about honesty and integrity, you know, there's a lot of big time people out there that that I've been noticing that tell people it's an ad right off the hop. You want to create curiosity. Okay? I don't want to give them all the information to where they've got, well, gee, let me think if I even interested in what he's talking about. No, I want to give you just enough to make you hit that message button or shoot me a comment. I want to leave it like, think of a drama like the soap operas that used to play, and they would always end the soap opera with, "Oh my God, what happened?" And they would cut it off, right? So you had to go back the next day or the next week and watch that just so you knew what was going on. I know I used to be hooked on Days of Our Lives, and I know everybody's going to think I'm an idiot, but that was, for younger people, they don't even know what the hell it is. But I got hooked on that for a while. And Bo was my favorite character, and whenever they were having drama or he was supposed to die, they always got me. So suspense, right? Curiosity, build it up. You want to show your hardships, guys. We don't want to. Showing your hardships and your imperfections is what creates credibility, right? It creates trust. That's what makes them trust you. That's why we tell you guys, your video ad does not have to be perfect. The only perfect person died on a cross a long time ago, guys, right? So, it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to be standing in front of a Lambo flashing 40 grand like Ty Lopez does, okay? You don't have to show them your garage. Show them exactly where you are, what journey you're on, and where you're going. And that's different for a lot of people. There's people that are just starting out, with the growing pains of starting out, okay? There's people that's been here 2-3 years like me, and we're on a different plane. So now I'm showing them where I am now, right? But when it's feel, felt, found, when I start off my video, I mention the pain, then I relate to their pain. I tell them how I relate to it. And then, feel, felt, found, and then I found, and then now I'm here, right? Does that make sense? Okay. Credibility is key, guys. If you can get credible, then you're going to be all set. Set intentions on the impact of the target, and I told you how to break that down. How many people am I going to impact with this video in a positive way? How many people are going to comment? How many people are going to buy 99? How many are actually going to go through the whole process and purchase an Enagic product and hop on my team? Right? That's what we want to do. Now, this is the last thing, then we're going to dive into some ads, okay? Get your pen and paper out because you're going to love this. Okay, so what I want you to do is take a blank piece of paper, and I want you to draw a line down the center of it. And then I want you to draw a T at the top. On the left-hand side, at the top, I want you to write problem. On the right-hand side, I want you to write solution. Now, you're going to go 10 deep, okay? You're going to go back to your audience, to your target, and you're going to think of the top 10 problems that these people face. Write them down. Then you're going to come up with 10 solutions to each problem. So you're going to write the first problem down, then you're going to come up with a solution for that problem. Okay? Do that all the way down to 10. What do you have now? You have 10 different videos. Now, let me ask you, is there always more ways than one to solve a problem? So when you get done with that, do it again. This gives you really strong content to hit your audience with for days, weeks, months, right? Does everybody like that? Okay. So we went over how to create these things. Now what I want to do, guys, is I want to break out a couple videos that people sent me. And I want to go over them, and I want to critique them and see if we can't help them get their ads converting a little bit better. And you know, that's the key, right? Because we need to get better. And, you know, progress is all about growing. And if you're not growing, you're dying, right? And I don't know about you, but I don't want to die. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. And I'm going to go find the first ad. Whoops. I want to go to my group. Okay. All right. Okay, now this first ad is going to be Shiloh. Now, I already worked with Shiloh a little bit on this video, guys. And when Shiloh brought me this video first, it was just her on the beach, okay? We came up in one of our training meetings where we go over ads and we critique them. We came up with an idea for Shiloh to be freezing in Canada in the snow and talk about how she's getting ready to go to Mexico. And then we told her, go back outside and then now put freezing. And now I'm back in because her ad didn't really have a call to action in it. So we did some work on this. Now I will tell you this, I put her ad copy, even though it's quite a bit of ad copy, I put it in that positive negative deal, and her ad copy is positive. I also tested the headline, which is absolutely freezing, and that was a positive. So we're going to play this video for you guys. Let me know if anybody can't hear it or if anything's wrong.
It's absolutely freezing here. I'm so glad that in a couple days from now, I will be soaking up the sun in Mexico on a yoga retreat. I'll be away from the extreme cold. Hey everyone, it's day number 6 here in La Ventana, Mexico at this amazing yoga retreat that I'm
I don't
at.
see it, Sam.
And my
Does anyone
experience
else see it?
has been absolutely transformational.
Hold on.
I just see you. I don't think you're sharing the screen.
I did share my screen though. Darn it. Hang on, guys. Sorry about that. Thank you for letting me know, Shiloh.
I can see it.
I can see it too.
I can see it.
Can everybody else see it? Yeah, because I shared my screen.
Yeah, I can see it too.
I see it.
Okay. Shiloh, I don't know what's going on with you, man. Everybody else can see it though, right?
Yeah, I can see it right now.
All right.
Yeah.
I got it, guys. I had a different view on. I didn't know you could do that. But anyway, sorry.
Okay, here we go.
It's absolutely freezing here. I'm so glad that in a couple days from now, I will be soaking up the sun in Mexico on a yoga retreat. I'll be away from the extreme cold. Hey everyone, it's day number 6 here in La Ventana, Mexico at this amazing yoga retreat that I'm staying at. And my experience so far has been absolutely transformational. I've spent a lot of time this week reconnecting with myself and connecting with fellow entrepreneurs and online marketers. And it's just been amazing to surround yourself with like-minded individuals who have all come so far since starting their businesses that it's extremely inspirational. 18 months ago, I never thought that I would ever be traveling around the world, staying at yoga retreats, and just like swimming with whale sharks. That's something that I definitely didn't even have on my bucket list of things to do. I'm so glad that I got to experience that. It's something that I'll definitely take home with me for sure. It was something that I always dreamt of doing, something I watched my mentors do, but it wasn't something that I actually thought that I could accomplish myself. And now I'm living the life that I wanted, that life that they were living 18 months ago. I'm stepping outside my comfort zone and doing things that I never thought I would ever do. I was so used to letting other people control my decisions and dictating what I did and didn't do in my life. And now that I've done the inner work and I started reconnecting with myself and making decisions for myself, I've opened up so many more possibilities in my life. And I've done so many incredible things in the last 18 months that honestly I never, ever would have thought that I would be doing. This experience has been absolutely transformational, and I'm looking forward to the next adventure. I'm back. I don't know how much more of this cold I can take. It was great to get away and relax on a beautiful beach in Mexico, an amazing yoga retreat, but this isn't the way I want to spend my winters. So if you can relate, which I'm sure some of you can, and you rather spend your winters somewhere warm like Mexico, then reach out.
Okay. Great video, right? Now you can see when she was just on the beach in Mexico, how that would have been really confusing on if it was an ad or not, with no call to action and stuff like that. Being out in the freezing cold with the big fluffy coat on, really put the icing on the cake with that ad. The one critique that I have about it was the energy, you know, and what I can tell you guys about raising your boys, there's times to talk like this, and then there's times to get people excited, right? You want, and it was hard for Shiloh, let's face it. I mean, she was 6th day at a yoga retreat. She was so freaking relaxed with her mindset and everything else. I mean, you know, I'd probably been the same way, right? But great. We turned a mediocre ad into an actual ad that I think that she's going to have some success with. Now comes the other part of the equation. The target, the strategies. We're not going to get into that tonight, okay? We'll do that on another training. But pretty good ad. The ad copy's positive, so Facebook's not going to flag it. I know a lot of people have been getting flagged here lately on their ads. Does anybody else have anything they would critique about that ad that they seen that they would do differently, other than the tonality? No? Guys, don't forget, it doesn't hurt to do a couple call to actions. You can do a soft call to action, and at the end you can do a strong call to action. So you can incorporate a couple different times telling them to reach out, right? Does that make sense? Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. And this is Vanessa. Vanessa, I ran your ad copy through the ad copy, and it's a neutral. So right off the bat, I would suggest changing some words to try to get it to a positive. Neutral's not bad, but there's ways that you can use them 100 positive words, and you can just switch a couple words around, say the exact same thing, and turn that into a positive into positive ad copy. Now, remember, guys, not to get too lengthy in your ad copy. These are both about the same. They're not bad. I'll show you how short mine is. Or that's a go live. Sorry. Where's the ad I put in there? Did I take it out? Let's see. Maybe I took it out. No, it's here. Okay. So here's mine. Look how short mine is. Can everybody see that? All it is to the headline is to get their attention. And then you got 3 seconds in your first sentence to really grab them. Now, I used to get really, really dig into the pain points really hard, and I think that that's what you want to do. But it's really hard with this new positive negative thing, and if your words are negative, Facebook's flagging it. So I've had to get a little bit different with that. So Vanessa, this is kind of wordy, but try to work on that. If you don't have the app, maybe somebody that has that could put it into the chat, the link to the Python, and maybe put in the 100 positive words for people that don't have that. And it's really easy. You just copy all your ad copy, paste it into there, hit analyze, and it will tell you if it's negative or positive, okay? Would you guys like me to show you that, or does everybody already know? Let's just watch Vanessa's video, and let's see how this is.
Sam.
Yes.
It's not a video. It's just a story ad.
Okay,
And
I thought I had made it clear that they were just videos, but that's okay.
No, sorry. Sorry about that. I didn't realize it was only for videos. So I had run it through Python, and actually the ad the first time was denied, like it was refused. So I had changed the ad copy around a little bit in order to get it approved. So I need to run it through Python again, I guess, is essentially what I need to do, and see if I can come up with more positive copy. Thank you for that.
Do you have a list of the positive words?
I do. Yeah, I do.
Okay, just switch. And I know that's in a story ad, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit tougher because you got to write a lot of words, and the more words that you have, the tougher it is to get it positive, right?
Right.
So just play with that. And there's another thing I understand, and I like this, that you're branding yourself. But see if you can't get a headline in there that ties into your story that you can use for a hook. And I would almost get the entrepreneur thing out of there.
I don't know how to do that, but I'll check into it.
Well, when you hit edit on your deal, at the very top, it'll pop up and it'll let you put a headline in.
Oh, okay.
And then
thank you.
And then that will change that. because a lot of times when people see that, they just think it's an ad and they don't really get to it. But here's one thing I do want to comment. I love the picture.
Thank you.
It's a great picture. You're smiling. You got beautiful kids. The kids are in there. It's great. The only thing I would say differently is I would test some pictures. I would test this ad with 3 or 4 different pictures, and I would get same thing. Everybody's smiling, big bright smiles, but I would do some pictures outside where it's really like some really cool scenery, right?
Okay.
And maybe have a red shirt on, right? Something bright colors, and put the kids in bright colors. Does that make sense?
Yep. It's pretty cold up here right now, so I have to be bright coats.
dig into your summer photos, man.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like you got to go take a fresh photo. You dig through all your photo albums, dig through all your photos that you have on Facebook, your old photos, and maybe you can find, a couple that will work. And then when you test this, you can use, once you get that ad copy all situated, you can use different pictures and boost this post, and then put the other post on your page with a different picture and boost that one, right?
Okay.
Does that make sense? And
Yeah, it sure does.
Try a couple different pictures and find which one works best before we take it to the back office and turn it into a conversion ad.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Does that make sense?
Yep, it does. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. You're welcome. And thank you for putting in your video or your ad. Sorry. Okay, guys, I didn't have, does anybody else have a video that they could send in? Because I didn't have but Shiloh's and Vanessa's, so I put mine in there. Do you guys want to watch mine? You can critique me. Okay? So my ad copy is positive. Okay? You can't see my headline right here, but my headline is also positive. Very short. Success is an amazing way to open new doors. The only thing left to achieve for myself was personal time. Watch this 2-minute video, see how I was able to celebrate reaching my amazing goal. Okay. I always tell people how long my video is. It really works, guys, because if they like the looks of it, now I got a prop, I got my dog, right? So let's hit play and we'll see what you guys think of this. This message is about life, direction, and abundance. Me and Lucy here are going to teach you what I know about that. Guys, at 47 years old, I woke up one day and I realized that I wasn't living to my full potential. I realized that I had been utilizing the gifts that God gave me in the wrong direction. My leadership skills, my business skills, I was using to build other people's businesses, hopes and dreams. Meanwhile, my hopes and dreams and my family time were going by the wayside. I realized at that point I needed to make a change. And I also realized I was the only one that was going to make the changes in my life to get the results that I seek. So I went to work, and I'm proud to say I'm well on my way. Utilizing the internet and social media, I was able to create my own businesses as a mentor, as a life coach, as an online marketer. Even with hardly any technical and computer skills, I was able to find an educational platform in a community of people to help teach and guide me on my new journey. Now, 18 months later, I'm the one teaching and guiding others how to create change in their lives. There's nothing better than creating a life by your own design and being able to wake up every day and love what you do. They say if you love what you do, you'll never work another day in your life. And that statement is correct. Anybody who would like to make a change, shoot me a message. And if you like this post and you got value out of this post, like, love, share, and tag somebody else you think would get value out of it. Thank you guys, and have a blessed day. So the headline is positive, the ad copy is positive, and it coincides with what I'm talking about in my video. Incongruency, guys, is something that Facebook wants to see. Okay? Does that make sense? So they don't want a catchy clickbait like on my last ad. Alert, must see, right? That stuff used to work. It's not working anymore. So, and they want whatever you're saying in your ad copy to coincide and be congruent with what you're talking about in your video. So typically what I try to do is the positive, or I really like to use the pain points in my sentence, but it's really hard to get pain points to read positive. So that's the new task that we need to figure out, because I like to start my videos, the very first sentence off with pain points, and I like the first, so I like a good headline. A good headline is going to be your hook to grab their attention. Then you've got 2 to 3 seconds in your first sentence to get enough attention for them to read the rest and for them to see, hey, take 2 minutes and watch this video. Everybody's got 2 minutes, right? But if it's 4 or 5 minutes, I'm probably not going to watch that video. I can almost guarantee I'm not going to watch. I've never watched a 5-minute video unless it was like learning something that I wanted to learn, right? And I knew that. So longer videos, make sure it's about education and you're educating people, right? You know, when you're just wanting to do a conversion, a what video, 3 minutes tops. 3 minutes tops. Even on my best videos, my watch time toward the end of a 2-minute video is next to nothing, right? So we know that 1.5 to 2.5 minutes is really your key area that you want to be. Does that make sense to everybody? I wish I had more videos. I wish you guys would have got me your ads. Does anybody have one that we can go and watch? Because what I really wanted to do is critique some ads and help you guys fix your ads. You know, to where where maybe you have them running now and they're really not converting like you think they should. You know, that's where I want to help people. Okay?
Didn't Lisa send her ad?
Oh, she did. That's right. I forgot. I wouldn't have played mine. I would have just played hers.
I was just going to say, Sam, you can pull out mine if you want. I sent it to you.
Yes. Oh, and I want to show you guys this because I want to tell you a story about it. Thank you. I almost blew it. Yeah, this is a must-see. So share. Okay. Man. Did I just not see it in the comments here?
No, I sent it to you in Messenger.
I got it. But I thought I put it in here. Okay. We'll just snag it out of there, I guess. There we go. Okay. Now, before we get going on this video, this first video that Lisa did was chopped up in, what was it, 4 or 6 parts, Lisa? 5. Okay. We talked about the props. We talked about the punching bag guy, about having a prop. So what she did is she made her her thumbnail that picture right there. She's got boxing gloves. She's got the fake dude that you beat up on, and she's got her kid with her. So she's got all kinds of props, man. This is killer. Okay? And what I did is I challenged Lisa to be able to shoot this in one shot. It's a 2-minute video instead of splitting it up. And Lisa, like a lot of people, I can't do that, right? I have trouble. I've tried and and I get so many words out, and then I screw it up, and so I split it up into 5 different videos, right? So we're here as leaders to push you out of your comfort zone, right? Nothing great has ever really came from a comfort zone. I can promise you. And what I did is I challenged her to try to do it in 2 pieces. I said, give me at least 1 minute a piece, and then splice them 2 together. And lo and behold, Lisa was able to shoot this video ad in 1 shot. So proud of you, Lisa. She stepped out of her comfort zone. She made it happen. Okay? I also critiqued a lot of different things about this ad, and she wrote notes. She changed everything I told her to change. And I wish I almost had the before and after, right? I really do. That would be killer. To give you guys an idea of taking action on this stuff and how super powerful it's going to be for you. Okay, let's go. Ready? Oh, before it plays, guys, believe it or not, this headline is positive, isn't it, Lisa? And all her ad copy.
Dreams don't always turn out like we hope. I thought I had it all when I opened up my kickboxing gym because fitness is my passion. But my dream turned into a nightmare pretty quickly. There were so many franchise rules and regulations I had to follow. The overhead cost was insane. I couldn't afford to hire anybody, so I ended up working all the shifts myself, 12 to 14 hours a day, 6 days a week. I was so stressed out and completely exhausted. I started to get all the things in life that I didn't want. I was suffering, my family was suffering, my acreage was being neglected, and my health started to slip. After 15 months, sadly, I shut the gym down, and I decided that I wanted to take a couple of months off just to get my head on straight and figure out what my next move was going to be. In that few months, I got to train in my gym a lot. I got to spend time with my family, put around my acreage doing chores. My husband works out of town, so when he comes home on his days off now, I get to spend some real quality time with him. And my daughter's been able to join all kinds of after-school activities and sports because I was never around to take her to these places. Turns out closing the gym was a blessing in disguise. My stress was gone. So I knew that I needed to find something that was going to help me keep that flexibility. I didn't want to have to go back to work for somebody else. So I found an education platform online that has helped me to create my own little laptop business. I was pretty nervous at first because I'm not very good with computers, but they have step-by-step training videos that'll help you get set up. I think the key for me, because I'm more of a hands-on learner, which I think most people are, the key for me was the personal one-on-one mentorship. So now I'm creating a business around my life, not my life around my business. If you're open to learning more or wanting to learn some new skills, just click the send message button below or shoot me a message in the comments. I look forward to chatting. My name is Lisa. Thanks for watching.
Awesome. Love that video. What a transformation. I wish we had do you still have the original? Now.
Yes, I do.
Would you shoot it to me in Messenger? You want them to see that one? I think it would be powerful for them to see the before and after of what critiquing and what doing it the right way will do. Look at her ad copy, guys. Some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered prayers. While learning one of my biggest lessons, I happily found my greatest blessing. Take 2 minutes to enjoy this amazing story? Drop a comment below or shoot me a message. Short, clean. Number one, it's all positive. That ran through the Richter scale at big time positive. Her headline was positive, even with the word failing in it. Does that make sense? Awesome, man. What did you guys think of that video? Did you like it?
I like how you were like sorry about my dad, but like how the camera was like moving. So like you weren't standing in one spot. Like you could, like, you know, you got the car, you got the gym. Like I really like that. I thought that was really good.
Yeah, in the picture, and she did it. The main thing, she shot that thing in one take when she told herself she couldn't do that. That's a huge win. Did you shoot it to me, Lisa?
I just tried and it said the file is too big, so I'm just gonna go into YouTube and see if I uploaded it into YouTube, and then I can send it to you.
Okay. So anyway, super powerful. I'm going to stop sharing for a minute. Yeah, I think it would be really, really a good thing for people to see a before and after, because the transformation on that video, guys, with some mentorship and some help, and really, you know, who's the one that did it? Lisa's the one that did it. I didn't go shoot it for her. All I did is give her some advice, and our other leaders on our team gave her advice of what we thought, and then you know, helped her create. You know, last night me and Lisa worked on her headline and her ad copy. Lisa's the one that did the work. Lisa's the one that overcame her fear of being able to do a 2-minute video in one shot. She's the one that did the work. She's the one that took all the notes and wrote everything down that we told her, and then took action on what we told her. And she created this video that I believe is going to be a home run. And now we're just working on our targeting, and we went over that last night as well, right? You got it, Lisa?
I think, yeah, I just sent it to you in Messenger. It should be okay.
Okay. All right. Let's give it a shot here. The pictures are in my way. There we go. Is that it, Lisa? Because did you put the same thumbnail on your original or what?
No, no, hold on. I could have swore I just sent you the right one. Give me 1 sec here. Okay, there it goes. Sorry, it's sent to you now.
Okay.
See, I'm still not very computer good. I just forgot to hit enter. Duh.
That's all right. It's living proof we don't all have to be computer whizzes to do this stuff, right?
Learning new stuff every day.
Okay, here we go, guys. Here's the first video.
Dreams don't always turn out how we hope. I'm into fitness, and I thought I had it all when I opened up my kickboxing gym. The first few months were amazing, but it turned into a nightmare pretty quickly. Things started to struggle. I had no time for me, no time for my family, no time to work out. I was overworked, overstressed, extremely unhappy, and my health started to slip. So after 15 months, I decided I was going to shut the gym down. I wanted to take some time off, just a few months, just to get my head on straight and to find out what my next move was going to be. In that few months, I worked out a lot. I got to spend time with my family. I got to putter around my acreage doing chores. And I realized that closing the gym was a blessing in disguise. I got a taste of what it was like to be able to be there for my family, to be able to train whenever I wanted. My stress was gone. So I wanted to find something that was going to help me not have to go back to work, not have to work for somebody else. So I found this video online, and it was this guy talking about how he was living this laptop lifestyle and the education platform that he went through to learn all he needed to know about how to become an affiliate marketer online. So I thought, why not? And I signed up for the 14-day trial. I was really nervous at first because I'm not very good with computers, but the platform that's provided offers step-by-step training, a complete setup guide, ongoing mentorship, live weekly trainings. Our mentors actually test what works in the marketplace and what doesn't. So it gives us a really great chance of success. I'm not going to guarantee any results for anyone, but I will tell you one thing, the potential is there. So if you're interested in learning more, click the send message button below or drop a learn more in the comments and I'll reach out to you. I really look forward to chatting with you. My name's Lisa. Thanks for watching.
Okay. So not a lot of work needed to be done, but whoa, I guess I'm going to have to
fascinated by how prevalent
stop
this
that.
bullshit idea
Sorry.
is around the concept that to be successful in life, about your education and it's about hard work. I don't want it. I interviewed hundreds of individuals who are at the peak of their career.
Why
and
can't
at
I
the
get
peak
this
of
thing
their life.
off? Okay. There we go. So not a lot of work needed to be done, but you notice in there that she had mentioned a 14-day trial. We don't want to do that. And then also using the words laptop lifestyle. These are keywords that we don't want to use in our ads for specific reason. We don't want to give Facebook's algorithm any room to flag us for anything, right? We want to be congruent with what we say, because the 14 days is, yes, they can get a refund in 14 days, but they do have to pay $99 up front. So it's not a trial. A trial almost makes it sound like it's free to come try, right? So with that, with all the other things, say in the chat who thinks that the second one was, or that, you know, the one that she redid. Could you guys see how much better it was? And how much more professional, right? And how much more confidence she had when she did it. Excellent work, Lisa. Excellent work listening, writing things down, and taking action, man. Great job.
Thanks. It's because I got a good team
Yeah, there you go.
helping me out.
Hey, we're all in this together, right? We're all in this to help each other win, and that's what it's all about. I know I had mentors help me along my way, and that's the thing, guys. Everybody that came, you know, before you is a mentor, and everybody that comes after you is going to be needed to be mentored. And we all need to chip in and help people where we can. That's paying it forward. And I actually stole that line from my good friend, Brian Para. He said that in our welcome video, and I love that because it's true, right? Just because that you're only in this 4 or 5 months, you know, for the brand new person that just started, you're a mentor, right? And you can't always look at it as, you know, if I'm going to make money. Lisa's not on my team. My direct team. She's on my team. She's in my family, just like everybody in Rise is. We're all one big family, right? We just got separate pods inside of GAZ. But it doesn't matter. I don't care if I get paid to help Lisa. I don't care if I get paid to help Shiloh. because the law of attraction says the more I help people, the more I'm going to get back, right? And it also helps give me practice on how to help my people, my direct team, right? So as I'm learning by mentoring others, I'm becoming a better leader. And that's what I want to be for everybody that I come in contact with. And that's what I expect out of my mentors. And not always do we get that, but that's because we all have different expectations, right? So, and not everybody's at the same level or thinks the same way. So you seek out people that you want to learn from, and learn from them. Mentors will get you further, faster than you ever can by yourself. And together as a team, you know, Caitlin McKenzie came up with this a long time ago. We rise by lifting others, right? I love that. And it's so true, and it's so powerful. So anyway, let's do a Q&A. Does anybody have any questions? Just pop out. I don't want to have to go through all the messages because we've got so many in the chat. Who got value tonight? Who liked this training? Type in the chat. Who wants to see more trainings like this? Who wants to bring out their videos next time when I put a meeting in there, and actually, so you can, you know, this is how we get, you know, you have an opportunity to get your ads seen and critiqued by many, not just by me, right? Christina, that scares me. Okay? Fear kills more dreams in 1 year than all world wars combined. Okay? You're going to have to get out of your comfort zone, girl. If you ever want to get to where you want to go, you're never going to get there in your comfort zone. You're going to have to push yourself out. And your mentor's going to have to push you out of that comfort zone. And here's some ways to get over that. Like I said, read your ad in front of the mirror time over time over time. Sometimes I've read my ads like 30 times. And then walk around your house shooting your ad. Just because you record a video doesn't mean you have to post it. Do you guys realize how many videos I recorded and just deleted? Right? So we're not here to coddle anybody in their comfort zone. I'm here to kick your ass out of it. Okay? Because that's where you're going to grow, and that's where you're going to make some money. So I understand that you're scared. I was scared too, guys. If you've seen my first few videos, you'd laugh. Matter of fact, I should dig them up sometime and play them for you guys so you don't think I'm BSing you. They were horrid. They were awful. And I was scared too, and I was embarrassed to put them online, but I did. You have to embrace the suck. Otherwise, you're never going to grow. Right? Okay.
It's good to do that too, guys. Like, go back and look at those old videos and do a comparison, because like I have one friend, like she's not in the business, but I always send her my videos and she always gives me feedback. And I sent her this video that you guys just watched, and like the first thing she said was like, wow, like you've come so far within like the last like year, like from the videos that you made a year ago. And like you don't really notice it yourself until somebody else tells you, or you actually compare them and see for yourself. So
awesome. Thank you for adding that, Shiloh. It's so true. And that's a great point. You guys, if you have personal friends and they're not in the business, that's almost even, that's awesome. Utilize them. Because that's not somebody in here that already knows to, you know, what we're supposed to be doing and what we're supposed to be saying. That's just real life impact. That's so smart, and that's awesome. Now I'm reading in here, and I will be getting a video done, And then I don't have a video ad. That is Sherry, okay? Guys, I'm going to tell you one thing right now. If you don't have a conversion ad running, you're not in business. Okay? You're in business, but your sign is closed. Right? If you're an online marketer without an ad running, are you in business? If you want to make money, how are you going to make money if nobody knows you have anything for sale? Does that make sense? So I know we're into the 1-minute value videos. We're into the how videos, and then we eventually get to the what videos. But everybody is forgetting the main thing. Okay? And what was the main thing? What was the very first training we did? Matthew Jang said this, the very first thing. You have to have a conversion ad running. Once you get a conversion ad running, then you need to focus on this.
Who's that?
In the water business.
Does that make sense?
Huh?
Who's he want?
Carla, can you please mute? Please.
I thought I did.
Thank you. Okay, does that make sense, guys? So what is your priority? Type in the chat. Priority number 1, you need to get an ad. You need to work on that. That is the very next thing you need to work on. Yes, get a conversion ad going. Then you can work on the other stuff. You can work on the different funnels, and you can work on the video editing. We didn't break out this strategy to freeze everybody and stop them and have their business come to a screeching halt. This is a bonus. This is the 3-minute, the why, the hows, and the what, super, super powerful. Cheap conversions down the road, but it's a long play, guys. You got to have a short play. And a conversion ad running right now is your short play. If you don't have a conversion ad and you're on my team, you need to stop everything you're doing and you need to create a conversion ad. We need to get it right, and we need to get it out there so we can how are you going to do this? And months go by and you have no sales. What happens to your belief? What happens to your confidence that this is going to work? It goes in the shitter, man. Right? What creates people to get really on fire is getting checks in their mailbox, getting results. Am I right or am I wrong? If you guys got a $1,700 check in the mail from Enagic tomorrow for a trifecta or a quadfecta, what would that do to your belief? And how fired up would you have? How much fire would be lit under your ass to go get a conversion ad going? Well, that check ain't never going to show up unless you start running ads and you start getting serious about your business and taking your business seriously. If you treat this like a part-time gig, you're going to get part-time gig results. Does that make sense? And I didn't want this to turn into an ass chewing, but man, that's nobody's fault but your own and your mentors and everybody else that's above you. You got to get these ads going, guys. Okay? Where you have the team to help you. There's no reason for anybody to be sitting back in a corner saying, I'm scared and I don't know how to do this. And because that's not true. We have the unit section. We have the file section. We have mentors. We have leaders. We have trainings like this to teach you exactly what to do and how to do it. But nobody's going to come to your house and do it for you. You have
I
to.
feel too, Sam, like if you don't have that conversion ad running, then those why videos and those how videos that you're creating that audience for, and you're getting like the trust from those people, where are you going to send them? Once you build that audience, then you have that conversion ad that you can send to all of those people who trust in you and who believe in you now. And when you shove that conversion ad in front of them, they're going to be like, oh shit, I trust this girl. I've seen all her videos. Like, what does she have on the go? And boom, like there's your sales right there.
Yep, absolutely. And even if you have a conversion ad that's doing really good, that's running right now, you can build a custom audience off your how videos, off your whys to your hows, and then your hows to that. And then you can create a lookalike audience and take a 10,000 people audience and turn it into 1 million, 2 million, 2 million. And then guess what, guys? If you have a unicorn ad, it can run like mine's been running for 8-9 months, bringing me leads every day for 8 or 9 months, right? And that's super powerful. Yeah, there's a funnel, and we shy away from the what, and the what is basically your conversion ad, right? Your call to action, your very strong call to action. A how is how I did it, how I'm doing what I'm doing. The what is basically exactly what I'm doing, what I found, feel, felt, found, boom, and go with a strong conversion. And then we can funnel all that traffic and build all these audiences, and boom. And nobody ever said you can only have one conversion ad, right? You can have 10 because, the more videos you make, and then we can test. And then find the ones that are killing it, that you find that perfect audience. Now, if you do the homework, like I mentioned in the front of this training, and you really put the time and effort in, you'll find that your ads will be going to the right people, saying the right things at the right time in the right place. And that all smells conversion, right? Okay, so who else has anything to say? Let's do an open Q&A. Any questions? Pop out so I can answer your questions. We're going on 1.5 hours, guys. So I want to be respectful of people's time, but if you're getting value and you have questions, I'm willing to stay till 10. It's up to you. You can unmute if you want to talk. And if you have a question, just unmute and ask. Shoot away. Get comfortable. So helpful. Okay. So nobody has any questions. I guess we can call it a night. I really enjoyed merging our teams tonight. I hope everybody got value and enjoyed the training tonight. And maybe we can do this again sometime soon. If everybody liked it and enjoyed it, reach out to me, let Caitlin, let your team members know that you'd like to do this again. And we can set this up again. Does that sound good to everybody?
Yippers.
Okay, so do me a favor. Everybody unmute so we can all say goodnight to each other.
It was really good to see some Rise faces. I've been so into Rock Solid lately that I haven't really been doing too much in the Rise group. So it's really nice to see some Rise faces tonight.
I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. In some new faces that I haven't seen, like Michael Johnson, I haven't seen him. Bridget Witten and Sherry. And Melissa there. Faith's in the house. Hi, Faith. How are you?
Hey.
And Margot. I've never seen Margot before.
Yeah, welcome to the newbies.
Yeah, awesome. What'd you guys think of tonight?
I loved it. I had a great, I picked up some great tips, and it was nice to kind of see a different perspective.
Okay. Awesome. Excellent. That's good. That's what we want, right?
Yep.
Because we all, and that's the thing with all the leaders on the team. I pick up bits and pieces that I use from other people by watching all kinds of different mentors, right? I pick up bits and pieces from Tony Robbins, from Ty Lopez, from Matthew Jang, from Aaron Frazier, from, all these different people. You can pick up little different techniques. Not everybody is just, one size doesn't fit all, right?
Exactly.
So that's awesome. I'm so happy you came out, and I'm really happy you got value. Christina Chase Nugent, how are you? Shannon Cox, haven't seen you in a long time. Good to see you. Carla, I'd never met her. And then Ty Huckster, they got their videos off, so we can't see them. And Aria DeRosa, that must be Donna's daughter or something?
No, her sister-in-law.
Oh, okay.
Her aunt. I'm sorry, her aunt.
Oh, gotcha. Right on. Nice to meet you.
Nice
And
to meet
Michael
you too.
Russo. Okay. And Nick Schneider was on. Awesome. All right, guys. Any
Hey,
questions?
Kim, I'm going to let you guys go. I got an early start tomorrow. I have surgery in the morning. So it was nice meeting you all. And I will keep tabs with you guys tomorrow.
Okay, awesome. Hey, good luck on your surgery.
Yeah.
Good luck, Holly.
Night, Holly.
And good night. And everybody's probably ready to go. I'm sure it's getting late for everybody. But awesome training, guys. I really enjoyed doing it for you. And let's get together and we can do it again sometime, okay?
Yep. Sounds good.
Awesome.
Peace
Thanks,
out,
Sam.
everybody.
Night, everybody.
Thank
Night.
you.
Good night.
You're
Night.
welcome. See you, man. See you, Ricky.
Thanks, Sam.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Sam.
Proud of you, Lisa. Kick-ass video.
Thank you, Shiloh.